What is going on YouTube? George here, hope everyone is amazingly well. Today's video is going to be a beginning of a series that I should have really started a while back, but I definitely feel like my videos haven't had a purpose behind them lately, and I've lost quite a lot of viewings from that. So today's video I'm going to take you through a food shopping, and I thought I'd start the series off with a food shopping, show you what I'm currently doing, because as you already know, I started my diet, I've been doing my cardio, I started my diet at 180 pounds, and now I'm currently sitting around 157 to 158 pounds, and I've lost about 20 pounds in the process. And I just want to show you guys, if you're trying to get that summer body, what exactly you need to do diet wise, training wise, and through cardio. So hopefully you kind of enjoy this series, hopefully you kind of enjoy this food shop as well. Doesn't matter if you're cutting or bulking, these foods can relate to you a lot. So definitely sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. So if you're new to the channel, my name is George. I am a student who studies down in Southampton. I study personal training and fitness management. Now, what has been increasingly growing within the fitness industry is meal prep companies. A lot of people find it easier just to buy meals offline, which get sent to the door, and they can just eat it, shove it in the microwave, and eat it. And you look on these websites, and they sell their meals for £4 or £5 each, which is absolutely ridiculous, especially when you're on a budget. You don't want to be spending £4 or £5 on one single meal. So I like to work with normal, down-to-earth people, the people who do a 9 to 5, the people who are struggling on a budget, don't want to spend too much on food, who can't shop at Waitrose or Sainsbury's or the top-end kind of supermarket stuff, who stick to kind of Aldi, Lidl, the kind of cheaper low stuff. So that's what I kind of do, and that's what I want to help guys achieve, because it is possible if you put the effort in as well as doing it on a budget. It is possible. So I just want to give you my macro breakdown just for you to get a better understanding as to why I shop this way rather than another way. So currently my macros will be on the screen right now. 200 grams of protein. I'll keep my protein high purely because I'm in a calorie deficit and I don't want to be losing any muscle mass. I want to try and maintain muscle mass, and the best way to do that is keeping your protein high. 250 grams of carbs. Now obviously you start off carbs high, especially when you go from bulk to a cut, and what I've been doing is just been decreasing my carbs down by 25 each week whilst doing my cardio and stuff like that, and I've seemed to be losing weight slowly and steady. That's what it's all about as well, losing weight slowly and steady. And my fats are 50 to 60 grams of fat. I do not really change my fats. It's always pretty much like that. As long as I get between 50 and 60, I'm not really too worried about it. Before I actually go Aldi, a lot of people always ask me, George, shop at Lidl, shop at Sainsbury's, shop at fucking Morrison's instead of Aldi. A lot of people don't understand Aldi is the closest place for me at the moment. I don't have really any other shops around me. Aldi's the closest, the cheapest for me, so I'm going to shop at fucking Aldi's. Don't tell me to shop somewhere else because I haven't got the shop near me. I'll shop at Aldi's for a reason, because it's near me and it's cheap and shit like that. If you've got any recommendations on what I should try whilst dieting, whether it's like a new yogurt or something like that, let me know in the comments below. Let me know if there's any foods I should try instead of having a sweet potato or something like that. That really would help me. But do not tell me I'm doing it wrong, because I'm learning myself, and it's my own experience as well. So let's go shopping.
That's good.
I'm just going into Asda quickly because Aldi doesn't always have what I want, like sauces and stuff like that. So I'll show you quickly what I get from Asda. I just got back from Asda and Aldi. Now, just going to tell you the price before I get started, because some people actually give a fuck about this. So in Aldi, I spent £14.48, and in Asda, I spent £6.25. So pretty much, I spent 20 quid on this, and now I'm going to go for exactly what I use this for, why I use this, when I use this, and just literally just go through the macros with you so you can get a better understanding for yourselves. I'm going to start off with the veg, just go through that quickly because I do not like veg one bit, or fruit. I got some red peppers. I only like red peppers. I add them here and there to meals just to get that kind of, well, I try to get that 5 a day in. I don't always get my 5 a day in. I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not a big fan of fruit or veg, but I do get about at least 3 in a day. So I got some red peppers because I love red peppers. I got a pack of onions as well. I like onions. I normally have these two combined with a low carb meal, no carb meal. Got my bananas, obviously. Now, if you want to save a little bit of money, then buy the bananas that are not packaged. Someone told me this, one of my subscribers told me this. Buy the bananas which aren't in the packets and you'll save money. But I got some bananas here, just some standard kind of fairly big old bananas there. And I got some frozen broccoli. Now, questions people ask me all the time, what's the difference between frozen broccoli and fresh broccoli? The only difference between it is probably the colour. The fresher broccoli looks a bit more greener than the frozen broccoli, but it just tastes the exact fucking same. What I struggle with, especially with Aldi, is the freshness. A lot of the meat, a lot of the veg goes off very quickly in Aldi and it's not very fresh. Getting frozen broccoli, it doesn't really matter to me. It's just broccoli at the end of the day. It's not really like a crazy kind of sauce within my diet. So I just go for frozen broccoli. It just lasts a little bit longer for me, and it comes in a bigger packet. So yeah, I'd go for one broccoli, whatever you want to call them, tree. I'll go for a tree a day if I had that. So a kg of broccoli will help me out all the time. Moving on to my kind of sauces. So I picked up some stone meal chicken seasoning from Aldi. Probably one of the best seasonings I've used ever, really. Cost me 55p from Aldi. Definitely recommend it. A lot of you guys really enjoy this kind of stuff. So definitely pick this up. Pick this up from Aldi now. Picked up a white Monster from Asda as well. Love my Monsters. I just drink like 1 or 2 a week. Don't have them every day because I don't think energy drinks are very healthy for you. I got some 50% less sugar and salt Heinz ketchup. As you already know, I shove a shitload of this on my foods, pretty much all my foods. And per 15 grams is 1.8 grams of carbs, so it's not too bad. But someone suggested getting me some hot sauce. I picked this up and had a look at the macros, and the macros are really clean. So you're looking at per 5 ml portion is 0.1 grams of carb, not even a gram of carbs. So definitely recommend this if you're on a real low calorie. It's 1 calorie per 5 milligrams. So I definitely recommend this. And if you look, per 100 grams is 0.4 grams of carbs. So it's not even 1 gram of carb in this. Definitely recommend this. I'm not sure how hot it is though, so I'll have to give you a little taste test about that. But definitely pick this up if you're trying to reduce your sugar and sauce intake. Moving on, I've got a sweet potato. If you've watched my meal prep video, you know how to cook my sweet potato. Basically what I do is I stab some holes in it, shove it in the microwave for 10 minutes, and then shove it in the oven for 15 minutes, and they come out perfectly. A lot of you guys have kind of praised me for that. A lot of you guys like me doing that. So I picked up some brown rice, and I also picked up some long grain rice. Now the difference between these is the same. In 100 grams I think it is 55 grams of carbs, and in 100 grams of this is 59 grams of carbs. So if you're looking to get more like volume in your food for less carbs, I'll definitely recommend getting some brown rice. And also brown rice, source of fibre, you get more fibre into your diet. So I've got those two. Those are the two main rices I stick to. Moving on, I got some eggs, 10 large eggs from Aldi, and I also went to Asda and picked up some egg whites. Now for me, I normally use 2 eggs, and I normally have about 150 grams of egg whites, and that's kind of a good meal. Obviously egg whites are just great because it's just pure protein, and it's no fats or no carbs. And it's, to be fair, I'm not a big fan of egg whites coming from a carton. I think they should come from the egg because there's probably something processed in here, but I'll still take it either way. Moving on to the meats, I got some 590 grams of chicken breast. Have chicken with rice, chicken on its own. You can have chicken with everything. It's pretty much a standard bodybuilding kind of meat you have. Turkey mince, love my turkey mince. Obviously I sprinkle my chicken seasoning over my turkey mince. A lot of you guys are 50-50 on the turkey mince. I don't know if you like it or you hate it, but some of you guys really enjoy it, some of you guys really hate it, so it's 50-50. I didn't pick up any beef mince because I went to my parents went to Sainsbury's and they picked me up 3 big packets of 5% fat beef mince from Sainsbury's, so I didn't need to get any of that, keep in mind. And last but not least, I have some protein granola, honey and seed. Now I got these from Aldi. If you look hard enough, you'll be able to find these. The macros are pretty good on these. So per 45 servings, which keep in mind is not really anything, it's pretty much a handful, is 208 calories, 7.6 grams of fat, 22 grams of carbs and 12 grams of protein per 45 grams of serving. I tend to have about 100 to 120 grams pre-workout, and to be fair, I've had a really good pump from it, and it's been working for me. So I definitely recommend implementing these into your diet, especially if you're bulking as well. These are great for when you're bulking. Now when it comes to bulking, as you can see, I'm dieting at the moment. What I do is just add more volume into that, add more rice into your diet, add more brown rice, add more of that, add more of oats, that kind of stuff, get more bananas. Obviously you want to increase your carbs when bulking, so don't feel like, oh, I can't relate to this because this George is dieting and I'm bulking. Of course you can just actually add more like carbs into your diet from doing this. But this is what I'm currently eating now. I eat the same pretty much every day. It's annoying as fuck, but it's kind of in a routine where I just eat the same stuff and I'm kind of used to it and I don't really mind it yet. I mix and match here sometimes. Sometimes I might have like egg wraps, or I might try something new, but for my majority of my diet is sticking to the same stuff because I know it works for me, and that's what it's all about, experimenting, finding what works best for you, and the results will come eventually. So hopefully you have got a kind of a good idea of what I am currently eating so far in my diet. Now, typical questions which you guys may want to know: how long does this last? Now, it varies from person to person, obviously. A lot of you guys may eat a little bit more than me, a lot of you guys might eat a little bit less than me, but typically this stuff lasts around 5 to 7 days for me. So pretty much I spend about 20 quid a week on food, which might sound quite a lot, but it isn't that much considering the amount I eat, more than the average person, if that makes sense, because the average person has about 3 meals a day, 2 meals a day. So £20 a week on food isn't too bad for me, and it's been working for me so far. Question number 2 you might want to know is how many meals a day do I get out of this stuff? I typically eat 5 to 6 meals a day, never really have 4, always have 5, and sometimes have 6 depending how it falls. And I have 1 meal at the moment which is 0 carbs, so I might have chicken with peppers and onions, for example, so 0 carb meal. Another question people might want to know is the difference between bulking and cutting. Will it be more expensive whilst the bulking or cutting? Now when you're cutting, you obviously spend more money on protein sources and meat sources, purely because you want to keep your protein high. So when it comes to that, you kind of lower your carb intake, so you don't spend as much on carbs and you spend a little bit more on protein, so it kind of balances out. Whereas when you're bulking, you spend a little bit less on protein because you don't have your protein as high, and you spend a little bit more on carbohydrates. So it varies from person to person, like I always say, but it's around about 50-50, maybe 60-40 bulking. You might spend a little bit more whilst bulking than cutting. And I think that is it. Like I said, if you have any questions, don't be afraid to comment down below or message me on Instagram or Snapchat. I'll put it down here, George Osborne 12. Hopefully you get a few ideas from this kind of video. Hopefully it's helped you out with meal ideas that you can implement into your own diet or experiment with. And like I always say, any questions, just hit me up or comment down below. But currently it's my rest day, and rest day is pretty boring as well. I just had a job interview at Tesco's, which went pretty well, so I'm happy about that. And I'm going to do some cardio a little bit later on, so I'm going to do 30 minutes on the old Stairmaster, and hopefully I'll lose a little bit of weight in the morning. So thank you for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's helped you out. If there's any questions, like always, message me, hit me up. Remember to keep on that grind, keep on that diet. I know it's hard, it's always hard, especially on a budget as well. You spend so much time on food, bodybuilding, and your kind of social life falls a little bit apart. So make sure you stick on that grind. The grind is hard. If you want to get somewhere, you need to stick at your diet. Train hard, lift heavy, and like I always tell you, the results will come. Make sure you smash the like button and subscribe if you're new around here. Welcome to the channel if you're new. God bless. Keep up the gains. Peace.